1. Will be leaning towards playing him 10 Doeschate on Bumrah India Tour of England 2025. 2. Jasprit Bumrah under fire for skipping tests, the workload debate in cricket. 3. Bumrah set for Manchester. India's crucial decision for fourth test versus England. 1. Will be leaning towards playing him 10 Doeschate on Bumrah India Tour of England 2025. India's cricketing decisions are about to get as unpredictable as a coin toss, and this time, the stakes couldn't be higher. As the 2025 Test series hangs in the balance, assistant coach Ryan 10 Doeschate has dropped a bombshell hint: Jasprit Bumrah might be back in action for the pivotal fourth Test in Manchester. But here's where it gets controversial. The debate isn't just about whether Bumrah plays, it's about how India balances short-term wins with long-term player health. Should teams prioritize star players' presence over long-term fitness concerns? Let's break it down. 10 Doeschate's comments paint a picture of calculated risk-taking. "We'll make that call in Manchester still," he said, emphasizing that Bumrah's inclusion depends on factors like pitch conditions, the number of playing days, and the broader strategy for the final two tests. It's a chess match. Playing Bumrah could tilt Manchester in India's favour, but overloading him risks burnout ahead of the decisive Oval showdown. "The series is on the line in Manchester," 10 Doeschate admitted, but his words hint at a deeper dilemma. Is it ethical to gamble with a star's body for a single game's result? We'll let you decide. Now, let's pivot to Mohammad Siraj, the unsung hero whose grit has quietly shaped this series. 10 Doeschate praised Siraj as a lion who thrives under pressure, even if his stats don't always scream dominance. But here's the twist: Siraj has already bowled in all three tests, while Bumrah has been rested. Managing his workload is critical, 10 Doeschate stressed, acknowledging the fine line between pushing a warrior and pushing too far. And this is the part most people miss. Siraj's resilience is impressive, but how do you balance his heart against the science of injury prevention? Could this be where coaching philosophies clash? Complicating matters further is Arshdeep Singh's mysterious injury. A simple cut sustained during practice might seem trivial, but in cricket, even minor issues can snowball. "We have to see how bad the cut is," 10 Doeschate explained, hinting at uncertainty. If stitches are needed, will India be forced to reshuffle their pace attack? This adds a layer of suspense. Will the selectors play it safe, or take a chance on an unproven young gun? We are all holding our breath. And then there's Rishabh Pant, the gloves man whose every move is a high-wire act. After absorbing a blow to his left finger during the previous test, Pant batted through visible pain and abandoned wicket-keeping duties. "We don't want to go through that again," 10 Doeschate warned, referencing the chaos of replacing a keeper mid-innings. Pant's fitness for Manchester remains a question mark, with stand-in option Prithvi Shaw lurking in the shadows. But here's the real kicker: should Pant's all-round value outweigh the risks of keeping with an injured hand? Or is it time for India to embrace a specialist keeper-batter split? Sound off in the comments. This one's bound to spark a debate. As the dust settles on this rollercoaster of a series, one thing is clear: India's coaching staff is walking a tightrope. Every decision, from Bumrah's return to Siraj's workload to Pant's fitness, carries ripple effects. Will they land on the right side of history, or will the pressure of a four-test series unravel their plans? The answer lies in Manchester. What's your take? Are these bold moves or reckless gambles? 2. Jasprit Bumrah under fire for skipping tests, the workload debate in cricket. When it comes to the high-stakes world of cricket, every player's role is crucial, especially that of a world-class bowler like Jasprit Bumrah. But here's where it gets controversial: Bumrah's availability for the ongoing 5-match Test series against England has been a topic of heated debate. With India trailing 1-2 after a narrow loss at Lord's, the team desperately needs all hands on deck to turn the series around. Yet, Bumrah's participation is uncertain due to workload management, having missed the second match. This situation has sparked strong opinions, particularly from former India player Dilip Vengsarkar. Vengsarkar firmly believes that if a player is fit, they should commit to playing every match for their country. "I'm not in favour of bowlers picking and choosing test matches," he stated to Rev Sports. "If you're fit and available, you should play all the matches for your country." The strategy to rest Bumrah stems from his injury during the 2024-25 Australia series, which kept him out of action for 3 months. However, Vengsarkar questions this approach, saying, "What is important is playing for India, and if you are unfit, then don't play at all." He had a gap of almost 7 to 8 days after the first test match, but still was not included for the second test, which was not acceptable. This debate raises an interesting question. How do teams balance player workload with the need to win crucial matches? And this is the part most people miss. While player welfare is paramount, so is the immediate pressure to succeed on the field. What's your take on this? Should players prioritize their health over team needs, or is it their duty to play whenever called upon? Share your thoughts in the comments. 3. Bumrah set for Manchester. India's crucial decision for fourth test versus England. India's decision to bring Jasprit Bumrah into the fourth test against England at Old Trafford has sparked debate, with fans eager to know if the Mumbai-born fast bowler will face the English side in Manchester, or be rested until the final test at the Oval. The question remains central as the fourth test, set to begin on July 23, looms large, with India hinting their stance may shift by the eve of the match. This week, India's assistant coach, Doeschate, confirmed the team is leaning toward Bumrah playing at Old Trafford, emphasizing the series stakes and the need for strategic planning. But here's where it gets controversial. While Bumrah's fitness is a priority, the team's decision to include him in the lineup raises questions about balancing his workload with the demands of the series. The saga began earlier this month when Bumrah, who underwent surgery in March, set out the second test at Edgbaston after picking up a 5-4 in the first innings, but failing to take any wickets in the second. His absence, despite an 8-day gap between the first 2 tests, drew sharp criticism, with former coach Ravi Shastri urging team management to decide the player's fate independently. Yet, India bounced back at Edgbaston, drawing level at 1-1, showcasing resilience. At Lord's, where England won a close contest, Bumrah took 7 wickets, including a 5-4 in the first innings. With another 8-day break ahead, the focus shifts to Bumrah again, but the challenge lies in managing his workload alongside the pressure on second fast bowler Mohammad Siraj, who has taken 13 wickets, at 32.00 in this series. Siraj, with 109 overs bowled, is the 4th highest workload in the series, behind Shoaib Bashir, Chris Wokes, and Ben Carse. On Tuesday, all 3 fast bowlers, Bumrah, Siraj, and Arshdeep, were absent during their basic fitness routines, but Siraj batted and appeared to recover from the defeat. Rishabh Pant, who did not bat on Tuesday nor keep wickets due to a left index finger injury, is yet to fully recover. Though he batted in both innings, he missed wickets, with Dhruv Jural stepping in. Pant's injury, though healed by Thursday, still causes pain, and Doeschate remains optimistic he'll play in Manchester, though the question of whether he'll keep wickets hangs over the team. Meanwhile, Arshdeep Singh, who suffered a finger cut during training, walked off with his hand taped. The uncertainty around his participation in Manchester adds another layer to the team's planning. India's bowling coach, Mohammad, stepped in, testing batters with Bumrah's signature steep bounce and seam movement, forcing edges, or prompting LBW appeals. India will depart for Manchester on July 19, with training resuming on Sunday. The team's strategy hinges on balancing Bumrah's role with the demands of the series, a decision that will likely shape the upcoming test and the broader cricket landscape. But here's the kicker. Will India's choice to include Bumrah in the lineup truly reflect their confidence, or is it a calculated gamble? As fans await the match, the debate over Bumrah's inclusion continues, leaving room for speculation and discussion.